Welcome to Emerald Cherub Crochet. My name is Laura and I'm going to be showing you how to do a double crochet stitch. I'm going to be teaching you how to use this stitch and create a nice edge on both the top and the bottom of your project so you do not have to put a border on your project, as well as how to keep your edges straight so that your project does not get narrower or wider as you move on. I'm going to be using an acrylic worsted weight or medium weight yarn and a size 5.5 millimeter or size I crochet hook. I'm going to start by making a chain. I'm going to make a chain of 16. Once I get my chain made, if you notice, this is the nice finished edge that you want to see on the bottom of your project because that's what it looks like on the top of the project. So the way that I do that is I work into these bars that are on the back of the chain. And for a double crochet, you need to work into the fourth chain from the hook. So let's find the fourth chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this right here, this bar is where I'm going to be working into. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to put my hook right underneath that bar. So if I look at it this way, it's going in between the two loops that are the top of the chain and the bar on the back. I'm going to pull up a loop. So now I've got 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull through 2 of those loops. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. And that created our double crochet. And we're going to continue to do this down the chain. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're just going to keep going right on down the chain. And I'm to the last chain here, so I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, pull up a loop, so this is my very first row, the foundation row of my project. And if you look at the bottom of your project, you can see that the bottom looks exactly like the top, which is why I'm working into the back bar. So now there's no need, unless you want to put a border on this because your edges are already finished. Now we're going to work our second row. In order to work our second row, we need to bring our hook up to the same height as the top of the next row. In order to do that, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to turn our project. Okay. This turning chain counts as your first chain, or as your first stitch on that loop, on that row. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to work into this stitch right here, because this chain is this stitch. If you put a stitch here, your project is going to get wider as you go. So you want to ignore that stitch and you want to work right here. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to put our hook into that stitch under both of those top loops. And we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're going to keep doing that all the way down the row. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch under both loops, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I'm going to keep going until I get to the end of the row, right before my turning chain. And I'm going into what we created as our first stitch on that very first row. Okay. But now in order to finish this row, remember when we first started this row, we said that the turning chain counted as a stitch? It means that the last row, that's a stitch there too. So we need to put our hook, we need to yarn over, and we need to put our hook into that top of that turning chain. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's going to keep our project nice and square. Okay? So we're going to do it again. Chain 3, turn. Skip this stitch. If you can see, where you would put your hook into in this stitch is right here. This chain is coming out of there. This chain is for that stitch. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to move to the next stitch. And we're going to insert our hook into that stitch. and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we'll just keep going in every stitch down the row. I'm at the end. I've got 1 stitch left here. And then I've got the turning chain. So I'm going to yarn over, insert into the turning chain, pull up a loop, and complete my stitch. Remembering to skip the first stitch in your row and to stitch into the turning chain of the previous row is going to help keep your project nice and even on the sides. And that's it for our double crochet tutorial. If you've got any questions, please comment below. You can also follow me on YouTube or follow me on my blog. The link is in the description. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.